What's up, people? It's Jameel. Okay, so I want to talk a little bit more about gang stalking. Now, gang stalking is interesting because the psychology of it is really simple. Basically, you're being monitored. You're being put in a situation where you're supposed to be intimidated and kept down. Now, if you enjoy challenges, it will only make you better, 110% better. My life has changed for the better. And now, when I say better, I mean like better. Better. You know what I mean? Like, for instance, some of the glory I got. Now, I'm going to tell you about a lot of more glory, but some of the glory I got coming home, I'm sitting there walking, and it's a female driving the car. Now, I know she's doing gang stalking. God, she was beautiful, right? She just looks at me, right? And her eyes are so beautiful. They're huge. She has blonde hair. She got the tan. I mean, she's looking good. And I could see in her eyes, like, she knew I was the person that she was monitoring gang stalking, but I could tell in her mind, she's like, man, I want to be with this guy more than I want to do the gang stalking. You know what I mean? And then she might, hopefully she knows who I am, so that way she can like go back and see how I beat gang stalking. And she's like, wait a minute, if he beat gang stalking, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to at least talk to him. Or she's gonna go back and tell her friends, like, hey, I was hanging out, I got to stalk the guy who beat gang stalking. You know, I got to stalk Jameel Rawls. And so when you look at Hollywood and everything I did, everything I accomplished, all came out of Hollywood. It was the secret societies in Hollywood that helped me and put me into the gang stalking program. I mean, they literally helped me. At first, it was a life and death situation. Miraculously, I slipped out of it. You know what I mean? Like, whoop! And then after that, the gang stalking program came in. The gang stalking program helped me 110%. Before that, I was sitting home like depressed, angry, just talking about the CIA all the time. You know what I mean? And the entities who run the CIA helped me out, and that's what's up, man. And so I got some more glory in my story earlier today. I'm at the beach hanging out. I'm walking back off. I'm filming my story, you know, out there on the water and stuff like that. I'm walking off, see a guy and a girl, both big sunglasses. I'm like, okay, so I'm gonna allow them to meet the entity who beat gang stalking. And so I approach him, I'm like, you know, I'm famous. They're both laughing. They're both laughing. And so I don't know, something about me, but when I approach people, it's like, you know, it's like they know something crazy is gonna happen. And so they're sitting there both laughing. They're like, they're like, yeah, oh yeah. You know, he's like, you're famous, and I'm like, yeah, I'm famous. I'm like, went to Hollywood, did a bunch of interviews, offended the secret societies. They put me in gang stalking. I was in gang stalking for a year. I beat gang stalking. Now I'm helping other people beat gang stalking. My name is Jameel Rawls, Jameel, like Lou Rawls. And by the time I walked away, they were like all both pumped and stuff. They felt the glory, man. I pumped them up. You know what I mean? I'm like, I will not allow these entities to not be pumped up off my story. You know what I'm saying? So I pump them up, and they're sitting there like, yeah, we met the guy who beat it. You know what I'm saying? And so I walk down there, and another guy shows up with like a big straw hat, sunglasses, and stuff like that. And he's trying to walk past me all hard and stuff. I'm like, man, I will not allow this. You know what I mean? I will not allow him not to know about my glory. And so I'm gonna give him some glory out of my story too. He's gonna meet the entity who beat gang stalking. And so I approach him like, you know, I'm famous. And he's like, oh yeah, I told him my whole story, told him my name, Jameel Rawls. You know, Google that. You know what I mean? I pass out flyers too, but today I'm just letting them Google me. Just Google me. If you don't, you know what I mean, passing out flyers and all that, it was raining today, you know what I mean? Just Google me. Just Google me. Wherever you are, just Google me. When you get back home to the wife, Google me and let her know you got to hang out with Jameel Rawls, the guy who beat gang stalking. And so, as I'm walking back, then I see the chick and stuff like that, and I'm just out there, you know, I'm just meditating, man. I'm just meditating today, talking to the spirit. You know what I mean? I'm not Christian, I'm not Jewish, I'm not Muslim, I'm not Buddhist, I'm not any of that stuff. But I talk to God every day. You know what I mean? I just talk to the Spirit, you know? And so everything I did just completely benefited my life. You know what I mean? Just completely benefited my life. And it's just like, I walk around with this. This is like a brain, right? You know what I mean? A little plastic brain. And I just walk around like this. And I imagine this to be like certain people. Like, I imagine this to be like this, like, you know what I mean? This is the Duke of Kent, the head of world powers. I'll be sitting there talking to the Duke of Kent, stuff like that, giving him glory. Giving the Duke of Kent glory out of my story, you know what I mean? Giving everybody some glory, you know? I will not allow the wonderful man, the Duke of Kent, not to be connected to me. That's what I'm talking about. And so, after everything that happened today, you know what I'm saying? I get home, I just see myself. You know what I mean? Helping people, man. Like, people are literally terrified of gang stalking. I beat gang stalking. Anybody can beat it. You know what I mean? It will. it's going to help you. It's going to change your life for the better, no matter what. No matter what, it's going to change your life for better. Where I go, the real power of the universe goes. The truth goes. Where Jameel Rawls goes, the truth goes. The angels go. The bad people go. The demons go. Everything you want to accomplish in your life is already here when I walk into the room. All the power I come with. You know what I mean? When you're sitting there scared, I don't care if you're Martin Lawrence. You know, Martin Lawrence running down the street with a gun, right? Saying they're trying to get him. He was being gang stalked. I don't care if you're a famous celebrity. You can be Britney Spears. Britney Spears, if you're watching this, if you're being gang stalked, you know what I mean? Contact Jameel Rawls. I don't care who you are. You're in Hollywood. You made 50 movies. That means nothing to me. Whatever your accomplishments were, that's besides the point. We're going to help you be gang stalking. It could be confidential. I'm not going to go back and put your stuff out there. That's between me and you. But when I show up, all that truth and all that knowledge and all that wisdom, everything shows up with me. You know what I mean? You know, the only person ever beat gang stalking. And so you're going to get that. I don't care if you live in an alley behind a liquor store and you're homeless and you're poor and you only got like a quarter to your name and you put it in the payphone. Like, I'm going to call Jameel, I'm being gang stalked. I'm going to come through. I'm going to show up somehow. Somehow. If I don't got the money to do it and you don't got the money to do it, we'll just keep talking over the phone until things get better and they'll get good enough for you to get to me or I get to you. You know what I mean? And I won't sell you out. If anybody ever approaches me and tries to pass me some money to turn on you and to also be a part of your gangster, I won't do it. I won't sell you out like that. I don't do that. You know what I mean? Where I go, the power of the universe goes. You know what I'm saying? You know that little God on the dollar bill? You know what I mean? That's some people say that stands for Government Ordnance Department, but just put in your mind God, power of the universe. I'm over that. You know what I'm saying? I'm working on that level. I'm not working on the bank. I don't care about the bank. You know what I mean? When I leave the planet, the only thing that matters is my vibrational frequency, my energy. All the energy that I have on me and around me, that's what I'm taking with me. That's my spirit. I'm not taking my car, my college education, my kid's future, you know, blah, 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 blah. I'm not taking all that. When I take, I'm taking my vibration. And my vibration goes all the people I helped and all, everything. That's what I'm going. That's what I'm riding with, you know what I mean? And so, contact me. Jameel Rawls versus Jameel Rawls versus gang stalking at Gmail. And that's all it is. That's all it is. And so, you know what I mean? We're just on here right now, beat gang stalking, and we're helping whoever wants to beat gang stalking, contact me. I'm serious. I'm not just saying contact me just to contact me. Contact me. Don't you want to beat your circumstances? Gang stalking is an average thing. You got to be phenomenal. You know what I mean? You know, so that's what it is, man. You want to get into the zone and beat it, let me know. I'm showing up. You know? And it's on and cracking. It's on and cracking. Call me. You know? And so you basically every single day has to be better than the next. That's how you do it. No matter what, today will be better than yesterday. And tomorrow will be better than today. But right now we're focused on today, and you do it like that. If you're at work, whether you work at McDonald's or you work at Warner Brothers Studio and you're a director, if you call me, I will help you through it. If you're being gay, you can call me and say, Jameel, I'm at McDonald's and they're driving through the drive-thru and they keep looking at me, blah, 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 blah. Like, where are you at? I'm in Alabama. How much money you got in your bank account? I can pay for you to come and get a ticket. I'll put you in a hotel and I'm showing up. Bam! I'm coming in there. I'm pumped. Where are they at? They're over there in the corner. Or I'm going to go over there and start hitting. First thing I'm doing is I'm giving them my flyers. I'm giving your gang stalkers my flyers. And then pretty soon, once you get on that level, you can have your own flyers and stuff like that. But I'm using your circumstance to promote my circumstance. You're benefiting me. I want to be a part of your glorious story as well. You know, I'm getting glory out of your story because I'm showing up. Bam! We're going to hit them with the flyers. Bam! We're going to do that. We're going to do this. We're going to do that. We're going to help them. You know what I mean? They say, my stalkers, I think one of them's, following, going around my house or something like that. Blah, 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 blah. You know what I mean? I'm going to be out there with the flashlight at 3 in the morning telling them to Google me. I'm going to just pop up in nowhere. Bam! What's up, dog? I be gang stalking. Google me. They're like, oh my God. They're going to drive off. I'm going to be like, yeah, I got another. Google me. Damn it, I beat the program. Jameel Rawls. Famous. Damn it. or we can be at Warner Brothers in Beverly Hills somewhere. Where the stores they sell $10 bottles of water. I'm gonna be sitting there hanging out in Beverly Hills, beat gang stalking. You know what I mean? They're going to be sitting up, people worth 10, 20 minutes, like, they're going to be like, where did he come from? They're like, he came from Northern Shore of Michigan. And I'm going to be up there. The airport's right next to my house if you want to fly me back in. You got a private jet, fly me back in. I live right next to the airport. Only person in the world that ever beat gang stalking. You're going to know about my life. Let me take you to my life and show you about my life. You know what I mean? And they're going to say, how did you get to this point? I'm going to say, I went through about 10 years of conspiracy research. They said this happened. The History Channel said this happened. I proved something different. And I kept beating the lies until I graduated to the gang stalking program. Then I beat the gang stalking program, and now I'm here to improve your life. You know what I'm talking about? And I don't care. It ain't even about gang stalking. It ain't even about gang stalking. It's about, what do you want to do with your life? Is your wife stalking you? Is your girlfriend stalking? I mean, is your husband stalking you? Who's stalking you? Is the milkman stalking you? Is the ice cream man stalking you? Or are you going through problems? You might have a drug addiction, a gambling addiction. I'm going to show you about how the stress and the strain and the issues of my life helped me to graduate and become successful no matter what. No matter what. I'm pumped. I want that opportunity. I'm up at 3 in the morning, jump roping, doing push-ups, running. I want the opportunity. I want opportunity. That's all. I want that opportunity. I don't care if you live in the mountains of North Korea. I'm coming through. If you're being gang stalked up there in the mountains of North Korea at 3 in the morning. Jameel Rawls, the only person that ever beat the gang stalking program. I'm coming through. And you just contact me. Everything's going to be all right. You're thinking about suicide or checking yourself into a crazy home or whatever, I'm showing up. You know what I mean? I love the people who gang stalk me. I love them. When they drive by me, I be waving. I be out there waving for them. You know what I'm saying? I'm dancing for them. I be out there jump roping with them. I be out there telling them about me, trying to get my phone number, trying to give them flyers, winking at them. I saw some guy earlier. He was with his girlfriend in the car. You know what I mean? She's looking at me like she's scared. Hey, why are you scared? You know what I mean? This is something that's going to help the people who are gang stalkers, because if you're gang stalking people, you're not a professional unless you gang stalked Jameel Rawls. There's no reason why you should be afraid. If she was in the car with me, she wouldn't be afraid. I can tell you that right now. Any woman who's with me, she is not going to be afraid. I don't care if he's a dragon breathing fire. She's not going to be afraid if she's with me. So if she's gang stalking and she looks afraid, the gang stalkers haven't taught her correctly. She needs to gang stalk me some more and learn some more principles. So I'm able to help the gang stalkers and the people getting gang stalked. The only person that ever beat gang stalking. I can help everybody. So call me down there. If you got gang stalkers and you're trying to improve them, call me down there. I'll help them get pumped. I'll pump them up for you. You know what I mean? I'm pumping them up for you. Put some money on the table. Get me down there. If you're being gang stalked and you want to beat the program 110%, no matter what, call me down there. I'm pumped. I'm coming in. I'm pumped. I'm pumped. You know what I mean? I'm going to show you how to do it. I'm going to show you how to beat gang stalking. You know what I mean? Jameel Rawls, the only person that ever beat gang stalking.